Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on 2022 movie entitled Torn Hearts. And the official synopsis of Torn Hearts is: a country music duo seek out the private mansion of their idol and end up in a twisted series of horrors that force them to confront the limits they go for their dreams. And before I give out my review, please like the video, subscribe, or comment, or just watch the video and keep going on with your day. The movie stars Katey Sagal, Alexis Lemire, and Abby Quinn as the main characters of this movie. And I felt like the three of them gave out a really good performance with their characters, as this movie slowly becomes from something lighthearted to something just extremely gritty and just dark by the very end of the movie. Katey Sagal, I like her. Peggy Bundy. She was a part of a famous group known as the Duchess, and after her sister's death, she basically disappeared out of the public light, as she hasn't made any music or made any kind of just like interviews for a very long time. And she just carries a lot of guilt and also just a lot of skeletons with her character, with the things that gets revealed in this movie. Alexis Lemire and Abby Quinn star as Jordan and Lay. They are a part of a group known as Torn Hearts, and they're trying to make it big and everything else. And they get this once in an opportunity lifetime to make a song with their idol. But it is not everything that it seems to be. This movie definitely does get tense at times, and it just becomes a little bit uncomfortable to watch, but I really did enjoy this movie. I thought this movie was just crazy. The performances, though, by these three main actresses were pretty good, and as well as just the other side characters, their performances were not bad. Now, when it comes with the story, I felt like the story wasn't bad, as this one is like a slow burner of a type of story, as it takes its time when it comes to telling the story and just building things up. Like, you don't hear stuff like country music and horror being added into like the same topic or in a story together. I think that it worked somewhat with country music and horror being added, as throughout the movie, Jordan and Lee, they try to do everything that they can to prove to Harper that they want to work with her, but Harper in a way manipulates them to do some pretty weird things and makes it to the point where she is able to make them turn against one another. And I'll just say, by the end of this movie, it goes from 0 to 100. Like, the ending is something I didn't see coming. I thought it was going to end in one way, but it just ended on a whole nother way that you just don't see coming, but it gets crazy. That's all I'm going to say, that it really does get crazy. The story, though, I think that it worked for the most part. This movie does have a few horror elements that's added into it, but you don't see that until like the very last act of the movie. And some t-shirts are definitely made in the process. I'll just say that. Some t-shirts are definitely made in the process. And the way that these people get killed off is crazy. Like, it's definitely graphic and just pretty jacked up to watch, but nothing extremely over the top with the killings, but just some good old crazy killings by all of these characters. So yeah, the cinematography was not bad. The music in here, it was pretty good by the lead actresses singing their own songs. I think that the music in here, it was pretty good. Some good old country music and the Tennessee atmosphere being added into it. Now, when it comes to some things I did not like about this movie, I wish that there was a little bit of more craziness that was in here. Like, this movie is crazy. I just wanted this to be like a little bit more crazier in a way, with just some more crazy mess happening throughout this movie. And I would say another thing that I did not like about this movie was that I wish that they didn't make it so obvious with the plot of whether or not did Harper do what she did. Like, it's somewhat obvious that she did what she did when this movie first starts off, Like, I just had that idea. Like, I just wish they didn't make it so obvious. I just wish that there was like a plot twist that was being added, like make it a little bit more interesting in a way. But I would say, despite that though, Torn Hearts was a pretty entertaining movie. It had good performances by the three main actresses. The horror is pretty good, pretty top notch to say the least, and a crazy ending that you don't see coming. And I would say my rating for Torn Hearts would probably be 3 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.